New Deathball update is here, and I'm essentially just going to break everything down so that people know what's what. I'm going to just get into it. So, the Deathball update's here. Long-awaited update has finally arrived. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for your patience. We have a new Battle Pass, Season 1 Cyber Eclipse, to champions, auras, poses, explosions, finishers, swords, skins. We have a new summoning system. Summon swords from different banners, each with their own rare finds. VIPs get cheaper summons. The three different banners are Legacy, Crimson, and Standard. Legacy is return of past exclusives and unobtainable rewards, or swords. Crimson is limited, collect secret items, forge secret swords. Standard is the go-to classic swords and utility items. All swords now have a chance to drop as shiny versions. New VIP subscription system. You can earn crystals daily, which is the brand new currency. You get discounted summons, unlock VIP quests, two new champions, Gloom and Denjin, new champion evolutions, Saito, Kilo, and Gazo. I'll go over that. Ranked Season 2, Ranked is back. New active events, new passive events, new quest system, new contract system, sword attachment system. So we've got attachable effects with visuals such as like explosions, finishers, auras, poses, enchantments, name tags. We got kill trackers and dual wield. New champion system, grading rework, dual wield system, raid system, new raid system, new raid boss, the statue. Prepare for a challenge unlike any before. I'll go into that. Feeding system. You can feed your champions to increase their EXP and your player level as well. A currency overhaul. Gems are now shop exclusive. You keep your old ones, which right here you can see. Crystals are now the new core currency, earned from quests, contracts, and more. Skin system. Collect and flex outfits. AFK lobby changes. New leaderboard system. Miscellaneous fixes. And this update changes everything. See you in the arena. So basically I'm just going to go over everything. As you can see, we got a brand new lobby. It looks really nice. So the first thing you'll notice is all the stuff on your screen. Up here, we got the shop. You can buy the battle pass right here. VIP subscription. We have bundles. These are rice cakes, and well, these are food, which you can use to boost your player XP and boost champion XP. This is basically just little bundles you can buy. We got the new currency. We've got the potions, champion XP, and then luck potions. The new boot space auto enchant shiny hunter passes. We have legacy orbs, gems. I'll get into all this stuff. And then we got the gem toki. So this is basically just the shop. This sword right here is your inventory. We have a brand new UI overhaul, and like I said, I'm gonna go into everything. So potions. This is basically your inventory. So this is basically all the items that you have, like your auras and stuff. This is where you can find all those. Your champions. Then we got the clans. And then we got ranked. Right here we have the battle pass. So the premium battle pass is 700 Robux. We got sprays. You can get the new currencies, the new characters, more sprays, some swords, emotes, another emote, another spray, Yep. Then we got this down here, the Cyber Hammer, and then another sword. Would I say it's worth it? Probably, but that it's really, I guess it's really up to you. The Lucky Cat um, collects crimson orbs for you while you're playing, and then you can break it to collect those crimson orbs. We got the Lucky Vault, which I'm sure people have seen this before. Buy this, you get all these rewards for free, and then you'll have another buy. You buy that, collect all those rewards. As far as I'm aware, you only get currency, food, potions, and tickets. There's no swords or anything. So if you don't buy this, you're not really missing out on a whole lot. The Gem Toki Scratch, I already did mine, so I can't really show you. But you scratch this off like a scratch ticket, and then it'll match 3 of them, and you have a chance to get 6,600 Crimson Orbs. I'll go over what the Crimson Orbs do. So let's we'll start back here. This is the brand new leaderboards. So where you can find everything. We got Gloom and Denjin right there. Coming over here to the activities. This is the new raid, or ranked. We've got rewards here. This one doesn't look as cool as the Champ Scythe, but we don't know yet, because no one has it. Did make a slight change to the ranked. So, where was it? Each champion can only be used once per game. So, if I go into a game, there are 3 rounds. And as you can see right here, if you play with Gloom, the next round you won't be able to play with Gloom again. You have to pick a new champion. And then after that round, you can't use either of those champions and you have to pick a brand new one. So basically they're forcing you to play with 3 different champions in the ranked game, which is pretty dope. Thought that was pretty cool. You got your pro lobby, trading lobby, AFK lobby right here. Over here we've got the champions. They all have a pretty cool looking rework. They all look pretty cool. I'll go over Denjin and Gloom. Then we have evolutions. Champions can be evolved, complete contracts to get evolution items. So, right now only Gazo, Saito, and Kilo have evolutions. But this is what you get from doing those. Deal 30 damage, and it's going to be different quests all the way up until the bottom. Basically, the rewards you get from that is, let's say you do Saito, you can change out ground walls for a brand new move called Aftershock. For Gazo, you can change out Blindfold for Cursed Blue, and then for Kilo, you can change out Zap Freeze for Zap Deflect. So that's pretty cool. Haven't seen anyone get it yet, so I don't know what that looks like. This is the passive event, Smash. So it's basically like Super Smash Bros. I'll get into that. Then this is where you can buy the Battle Pass. Over here, we have the cosmetic shop. Prior to this update, when you enchanted something, it would cost 500 gems, and then you could just roll it. Now, you need cyberbooks to enchant. You can't enchant without cyberbooks. Dual wielding. You need this chip, which is the dual wield chip. There's a 12-hour wait time while crafting your dual wield sword. I'll get into that. We got some auras here. We got new poses. You can attach these onto a sword. Then we have new explosions, like kill effects. And then we have new finishers. So these are pretty cool. Next, over here, we've got brand new pack. So here we have the brand new banners: Crimson, Standard, and Legacy. Featured items have boosted chances. These are the featured items right here. These are the secret items. I'll get into that in just a second. Let's go to Standard. For these standard items, you can buy them with crystals. Okay? Only crystals right here. Basically, what you can obtain are any of these. We've got emotes. We've got a fair bit of godlies. We've got more emotes and sprays. And then we've got legendaries. Emotes, sprays. Then of course we got the rares. Then we've got the commons. And yeah. For the Crimson banner, you have to get these crimson orbs, which up here you can transfer your crystals into crimson orbs. Now, you can get these secrets, which when you get all 4 of these, you can craft them into the brand new secret sword. Then we have the new mythical, 2 new godlies, the new legendary, and then nothing too crazy. And then we have the legacy. So this one's a bit different. This one has a brand new currency called the Legacy Orbs, which you can only get through purchasing through Robux. So you can't convert these, you have to buy these, but you get a fair amount. You have all the legendaries right here. We have a big range of godlies. And then any mythical you want, you can almost get. Right now it says that you have a 50% chance of getting the Divine Slayer. That's because the Divine Slayer has a boosted chance. I think that's actually a typo. It's supposed to be 5%. Remember, this is still in the early works, so there's some things that need to be updated. And then we have the skins. Now these are just like character overlays. You can put these on your character and they're animated, and if I see one I'll show it, but I don't actually have one yet. So guaranteed mythical after 40 summons, guaranteed skin after 100 summons, guaranteed secret after 200 summons. So I mean, you'll get a guaranteed mythical in 800 summons. The crystals are a lot easier to obtain. So coming over here, this is where your boss lobby is. This is where you do your raids. I'll get into that in a minute. But then we have, I guess we'll go over the quest system. So you've got your daily quests, weekly quests, and then VIP quests. You'll only have the VIP quests if you purchase the VIP. You can purchase the VIP 3 different times, so you'll have a max of 90 days where you just earn gems daily. Then we have contracts. So for champions, it's just basic little things like, let's say you play Saito. Play for 40 minutes with Saito. Get kills, do damage, use abilities. It's just basic little things that you'll unlock more as you play more. It's just some extra rewards. Gameplay. Abilities. Use a set amount of abilities. Do the this amount of damage, dash this many times, die, deflect, play with friends, get kills. You get the gist. The maps, same thing. There are a couple new maps. We have platforms, Sumo Arena, and then we have Cube League. But for the maps, it's just, get wins, play on it, kill players, abilities used, deflect, damage, die, triple kills, double kills, finish top 3, top 2, bosses, exact same thing, kill them a certain amount of times. Perfect kills on hard difficulty. There are 3 new difficulties, which I'll go over. And that's basically all your quests, your contracts, and everything. Now up here at this little potion, this is everything that you have in your inventory. I know I kind of went over this a little bit ago, but you can see all your currency, potions, tickets, which are used for boss battles, food, gifts, evolutions. You got your auras, explosions, finishers, books for enchantment, poses, and then uniques, such as like attachments. So I can put this on a sword and rename my sword. But next, we're going to go into the trading lobby. Going back into the trading lobby, first thing you'll notice is it looks quite a bit different. Does look really good. Of course, you can open your packs here. And then over here, you have your dual wield system. So how this works is you can craft up to 3 different dual wield swords at the same time, 4 if you buy the slot. And what you do is you select a sword, and then you have to have the exact same sword. So like if I want this one to be dual wield, then I get an extra of that exact same sword. I put it here, and then I put that chip right here. And then you lose this sword, but it crafts onto this sword. And then that's how you get your dual wield. It can take up to 12 hours to complete, has a chance for mutations. I do not know what that means. I haven't seen anything about mutations. Remove attachments. Let's say I put the name tag on a sword, and then I just don't like it. I want to take it off. That's where you do this. Sword grading. That's the exact same. And then we have sword enchantment. Select what sword you want to enchant. Select your book, and then you enchant. Over here we have contracts, and then we have this. This is the index. Now, when you're in the trading lobby, if you hover over the person and double click, it will show their top 6 most expensive swords in their inventory. And then you can open their booth, hover over this, and now you can see the RAP price, how many exist. You can see when it was obtained. You can see the aura and enchant, S grade. The little legacy right there, that means it's from the legacy pack over here. So if you notice as well, his says original. If you had any swords before this update, they will say original. Whereas if you get brand new swords, they do not say original. Because I believe there's going to be a price difference between original and non-originals. But basically, how this works is gems, the classic gems, are only usable in the trading lobby. You can't use them for anything else. The only thing they are good for is buying swords and selling swords. You can't do anything else with them. So crystals are for opening packs, crimson orbs are for opening packs and for buying from the cosmetic shop, and then regular purple gems are only for the trading lobby. So for all the people who saved up all their gems for this update. Sadly, I mean, unless you can get lucky, you can only buy and sell stuff with them. Next, we will go into let's go check out the bosses. Alright, so once you've made your way into the boss lobby, you'll see we have a brand new areas. They look pretty cool. What you do is you select a raid ticket. There is a difference between them, but not much. Put in your raid ticket, then you can select what boss you want to fight. So for Cursed Spirit, for example, we have the normal difficulty, which you'll get different rewards for. For the villain mech, we'll also get different rewards. And then for the statue, we'll have the brand new Statue's Demise sword with extra rewards. We're actually going to go ahead and fight the boss. Let's try this out real quick. Now, I've fought this boss once before. He's not the hardest, but he is pretty cool. Definitely unique. I would say he's about the same as the Cursed Spirit boss. See, it used my raid ticket. Now, remember, I'm on the medium difficulty, so this is not as hard as the extreme. Okay, well, I just kind of suck, I guess. Yep. That one is a little more difficult. And over here, you can actually revive people. Aha, yep. But when you get revived, you only get 2 lives. Oh. Man. And then every time you play, you have to use another raid ticket to play again. So now, I am going to show the brand new characters, Denjin and Gloom, because I know people have been wanting to see that. So let's get into that. So, there is also one thing I forgot to talk about, and it's the poses. If you notice, I have an S-grade Divine, but I don't have a pose. They actually removed all of the poses from the S grades. And now, in order to get a pose, you have to buy them and put them on your sword. But what kind of sucks is if you take the pose off of your sword, you lose it completely. So I bought the Cyclone and I put it on my Rainbow Chaos. So I mean, it looks pretty cool. Your sword does not have to be graded, as long as it's a mythical. You could put the pose on it. It does look pretty cool, but it kind of sucks that they removed all the other poses from all the S grades. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play with Denjin. He's got Jet Dash, dash quickly in any direction, Gravity Hold, intercept the ball, move with it for a short time, Orbital Cannon, hold the ball and blast it towards a target, Overheat reduces the cast time, and then Overheat, which I don't have unlocked yet, but temporarily lose 1 life for improved deflect speed and jump height. And I'll be right back with that. When you equip a finisher on your sword, it will label it right here. You can see Final Trick. That's because I have that on this sword. So now for Denjin, if you use his Jet Dash, you can blast yourself anywhere. His Gravity Hold holds the ball. You can dash around with it and then releases it. And then the Orbital Cannon, you just kind of hold it for a second and then fire it. This is one of the new maps. You can hit these cubes around. So now coming back with Gloom, we have the Shadow Rampage ability, transform into a Shadow Beast and move extremely fast. We've got Dark Reversal, swap places with another player, also swaps targets. Dread Sphere, create a ball-seeking shadow that shoots upwards. It shoots the ball upwards on impact. And then Phantom Grasp, pull yourself towards the ball with shadow energy and then blast it at high speed. I will be right back to showcase that. Also, talking about the sprays, you can hold Y, or I think it might be different for everyone, but for me it's Y, and then you can select what spray you want and you can spray it. When you're spectating people, you can also spray it around them. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, and we are back with Gloom. So we have the Shadow Rampage, which it just auto deflects for you. Dark Reversal, you can swap places with someone. And then we have the Dread Sphere, which just does that. It seeks out the ball, and then it shoots it upwards. And then lastly, we have the Phantom Grasp, which grabs the ball and then blasts it in a certain direction. I want to try and show that Shadow Rampage again. And then the last thing that I want to showcase are some of the new swords. I don't have them all, but the Lumina, a brand new mythical. This one does look pretty cool. And then we have the, I believe it's called the Doom Flare Spear. That one looks pretty cool too. And then the last one that I got was the Red Crimson Blade. Now, there, as of right now, I think it's because they're still in the works with it, but there is no difference between the shiny versus the original. I don't know if they're working on that or I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, pretty big update. They pretty much changed everything. Good or bad, I'm not exactly sure. It's really up to you to debate. Um, I feel like it'll be better in the long term, but there's a lot to take in. So yeah, that's everything. Peace.